year was one of the most productive and intense years of my life. It was my third last year at grad school, the year I got pregnant with twins, the year my baby girl became a toddler. I would say this was the busiest year in my life. And now the twins are coming. I did start to prepare for their arrival in advance. We decided that we'll be minimal and practical with this pregnancy. We were not as frugal with our daughter because she was our first and we did want to spoil her a bit, and ourselves as new parents. But even with the first pregnancy, we were very intentional with our purchases. Usually, the nesting instinct hits me in the second trimester, so I started to investigate twin baby gear and products for newborns during that period. Also, because I started earlier, I had time to do thrift shopping, and I was lucky to find many great quality items, new or very gently used, for a fraction of a price. We're doing our best to live sustainably as essentialists. Almost everything you see in this video, including twins' wardrobe, was thrifted or repurposed after my daughter, like this crib for instance. Our 2-year-old daughter now has her own room and she has been sleeping on the floor bed since she was 12 months old. We decided to keep this one crib for now and see if later we need another one. The crib will be here in master bedroom until they transition to their own room at around 12 months or move in with my daughter. By that time, we will probably have to convert our office into twins' room. At this time, we're going to use one crib with 2 infant loungers in it. I had one Snuggle Me Organic left from my daughter and one I purchased from another mom, as well as these fun covers. You can also use swaddle blankets on top of them or small crib sheets. The Gummy Kids crib sheet I love was also left from my daughter. A lot of her things are gender neutral, so I can reuse it with boys. The only thing I bought this time around are these side crib storage pockets with the sole purpose of creating more storage space. We're reusing my daughter's dresser, and since now there are 2 babies coming, we would need a little bit more storage space to accommodate their clothes, swaddles, toys, etc. We also have some storage space underneath our crib, which is great. It's really convenient to have the bed sheets, some swaddles, and baby carriers in there. Another thing I purchased is not a necessity at all. In fact, it's the most unpractical purchase I made, but I absolutely love it. It's the Safari Baby Mobile. I found with my daughter that they are very helpful in the first 4 or 5 months until they start catching the animals with their little fingers and ruin the mobile. But even for these 4 or 5 months that they use it, follow it with their eyes and stretch their little hands towards them, I think it's worth having it because it provides some entertainment for them for at least 10-15 minutes at a time. If you are, like me, obsessed with baby mobiles, try to purchase them from small businesses from Etsy or other stores. This arm was also purchased with the crib for my daughter. Now I will place the loungers on top of the bed and voila! The bed for twins is ready. Let's move to the dresser. The drawers had to be locked because my daughter loves taking out all the swaddles and clothes and try them on her dolls. I thrifted some drawer organizers. These are my favorites because they have a zipper, you can fold them flat, and they're really easy to store. I put baby diapers, creams, hats, and socks, as well as stuff like nail filer and booger sucker in the upper drawer. The second one is for clothes. In the third one, I store swaddles, blankets, and burp cloths. The clothes drawer has a selection of summer short sleeve onesies and pajamas. My daughter was born in April and she spent the next 4 months of her life in short sleeve onesies. These babies are going to be summer babies, but something tells me that this is going to be a cold summer in LA, so maybe I will have to get more long sleeve bodysuits and jackets. I thrifted 80% of what you see here. The rest is inherited from my daughter or was gifted to us. I did try to invest in gender-neutral pieces with my daughter because we plan to have more babies. I do fold all the clothes and baby clothes in a very specific way. I implement something I saw on YouTube and combine it with the way I like my clothes to be folded. Essentially, I try to make each piece as small as possible so they don't take much space in a drawer and fit conveniently everywhere. I organized the clothes by categories, putting all the onesies in one basket, pants in another, and the long sleeve pajamas and some occasion clothes in the third one. On the upper level, I store one basket with hats and another with socks. Baby socks are getting lost all the time, but if the whole summer would look like this past few weeks, there's no way I would allow newborns' little feet stay uncovered. The one thing I'm worried about is if I have enough swaddles. I remember using a lot of them with my daughter for the first few months of her life, and I don't know if this is enough for my twins. I do like swaddling for the first few months, even though babies tend to hate them. My daughter was not a fan of them, but she did tend to sleep better being swaddled. We'll see if the twins would do too. After all, they're coming from a very tight space. I do talk about newborn and baby clothing essentials in my other video. I will link it down below. We mommies tend to worry a lot about what babies are going to eat and what they're going to wear, but you will never really know what your babies need until they are born and their personalities are revealed. My little advice to all moms: do most of the shopping, thrifting in the second trimester when you still have a lot of energy, and rest as much as you can in your third trimester. I didn't have much time to rest in this pregnancy since I was at grad school. I graduated just 2 weeks prior to filming this video and 3 weeks before my delivery date. Most of the working moms also have just a few weeks to rest before babies come. Take the most out of this magical waiting time and don't stress too much about nurseries and clothes. Our babies will be just fine with a few essentials. Thank you for stopping by. I hope this video was helpful. Please show some love to this channel, hit the subscribe button and like this video so I can make more videos about intentional parenting and parenting on budget. Have a nice nesting season!